Hey everybody, welcome to Potter's Plant-Based Adventures. Today we're going to be making a vegetarian sausage and tortellini skillet.
Yum. This is one of Ainsley's requests, isn't it?
It is. It's one of her favorites. And I've already started the skillet off with a tablespoon of olive oil, and we have some vegetarian sausage. Sarah can tell you about here. We saved the label.
Oh,
it's
yes.
already browning off in here.
This is the field roast Italian garlic and fennel, and I will tell you guys, we as a family are not big fennel fans normally, so if you aren't either, don't be scared away by the word fennel in this. This sausage is amazing. If you are a big fennel fan, good for you. But really, any sausage, even if you are vegetarian and you want to go meat-based, it'll still work. But this
Italian sausage.
Italian sausage, I'm sorry. But this field roast Italian and garlic fennel, Italian garlic and fennel sausage is really amazing. Do we get this at just Kroger?
Yeah, most regular grocery stores are going to have
this now, so it's a really great option, and you can totally try it.
So our
you
sausage is browned up. I've added 2 garlic cloves minced to the skillet. And this, what's great about this is it makes a good weeknight meal because
what's great about this is the aroma coming off of it.
She loves garlic because there's not a lot of ingredients.
No.
And it's one skillet once you get it all prepped up and ready to go. So our garlic we didn't put in with the sausage because you don't want your garlic to brown because that adjusts the flavor in the garlic.
Right, so you cook the sausage first and then you added the garlic.
Exactly, so the garlic's starting to become fragrant now. We have about a half of a bag, was a 19-ounce bag, or 2/3 of a bag, of cheese tortellini that we've cooked and then we put into an ice bath. So we went ahead and cooked, followed the instructions that are on, you can go ahead and add that in there, that are on the bag. And then you pull it out and you put it in an ice bath. An ice bath is just a bowl with a bunch of ice in it and water, and you take that tortellini out of that hot water, you strain it, and you put it into that cold ice bath that stops the cooking process.
Right, which is very important, so you make sure that your tortellini doesn't get overcooked. That means you're not going to have like soggy or mushy pasta.
Definitely don't want that. That would not be good. So this, it's already fully cooked. It's just going to get in here and reheat.
And once again, for those of you who do not want to do what Kenny just did, you can stir it. That's what I do. You don't have to perfect the flip like Kenny does. Feel free to if you want to, but if I tried that, most of my tortellini would end up all over my stove. So, you know.
Now we got our pasta in there. I'm just adding a little salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
Got to have that seasoning.
And I have learned from Kenny, now do keep in mind that in our family we really love salt and pepper, but it's usually, you probably usually need a little more seasoning than you think you do. Especially with a dish that's like a pasta dish or anything with potatoes in it. Those things really suck up seasoning, so you, potatoes big time.
Oh yeah.
But even
Any
pasta
starch
dishes,
it's going to suck up.
you want to make sure you add enough.
A nice big skillet full of pasta and our vegetarian sausage and garlic. We're going to keep building upon this. Layers and layers and layers. And our cat walking through. So it's summertime. What's great in summertime? Tomatoes, right? So we have a full cup full of diced colored tomatoes. It's going to add nice color.
A few of those are from our garden.
Some of them are from our garden. It's going to add some good color and good flavor.
Oh, yum.
We don't want to overcook the tomatoes in here. We just want to get them to start to blister a little bit, right? So they start to sweat. The outer part of the tomato breaks down a little bit, so that way when you're biting into it, it's not like quite biting into a fresh tomato, but it's not mushy either. It still has some texture to it.
So really, when we started this video, everything on here was cooked to the point that you could have eaten it already.
Oh, absolutely.
Everything.
Yeah.
So
it's really cooking the sausage, having the tortellini blanched
and heat up. So
then we're cooking the garlic.
Okay.
We're cooking the tomato.
Yes.
We're going to continue to build upon that.
Got it. Okay.
Yep.
It's good to know because I would have thought we would have been cooking these items as we go, but you really pre-cooked all of these, and now what we're doing is creating the flavors together with the seasonings and warming everything.
It's really more of kind of a heat up dish. Once you've cooked your sausage, you've already cooked and chilled your pasta, you're just reheating that pasta.
That makes sense.
You're adding the garlic. The garlic doesn't take much time to cook. It's minced garlic. So getting it in there in the olive oil, getting that to cook. The tomatoes don't take much time to cook. And then we're going to add 2 cups of fresh spinach that we've chopped. So you measure out the spinach first when it's fully in the leaves, 2 cups. Then you chop it down. So then you get this nice, smaller pieces of spinach. This is going to add more color, more flavor to your pasta dish. So we're going to sprinkle
and some
that
good
in.
healthy stuff too.
Right? Very healthy. We got some spinach and tomatoes in there. We got our vegetables. We got some cheese in there.
And honestly, this is why our kids really do love their veggies, and it's because Kenny always mixes them in with a whole bunch of other stuff they love. So they love cheese tortellini. They love the sausages. Our kids love tomatoes. We're lucky about that. So when you add those in with the spinach, these kids don't even blink about spinach because they're so used to it being mixed in with other things that they really, really love that they don't even bat their eyes about there being spinach and things like that. So if you get them used to those kind of things, and maybe if you have kids and you're making a dish like this, maybe you start out with less than 2 cups of spinach, right?
Sure.
And
yeah, if you got kids that are afraid of
you're
eating
kinda
things
like
that are green.
Getting them used to it, you explain to them, we're adding a little bit of flavor with some herbs and veggies, just
Exactly.
and get them used to seeing them in that. And once they get used to it, they will not even blink when they start seeing it on their plate. That's what our kids do.
So the next thing we're going to add is a little bit of our homemade vegetable stock, which we've done a video about before.
Right.
I have a half a cup here. All this is really going to do is help to deglaze the pan from cooking our vegetarian sausage. It's going to almost create a little bit of a sauce, right?
Right.
So all we started with was oil and the pasta that's going to, while it's finishing up and heating up, it's going to suck up all the juices that are there from the garlic and the tomatoes. So this is giving a little more liquid in there so you don't end up with something dry.
And this is one of my favorite things about this dish is that you don't really have to add a sauce to it.
No.
You add a little bit of this
A little
of your
liquid.
liquid, and it's going to kind of create that sauce on its own. So you don't have to worry about making my favorite cream sauce is, or a tomato sauce, or anything else to add to this dish. It's taking care of that itself.
Yeah, and it's a good way to get something, like you said, getting away from the cream sauces, which we all love Alfredo sauce. It's so delicious, but it's also maybe not the healthiest
And
thing
you
to eat
guys,
all the
I
time.
did tell Kenny he has to do a video on his Alfredo sauce, and he has agreed. So if you want to
That's
know
coming.
how Kenny makes the most amazing Alfredo sauce in the world, it is coming. And after that, I will push him on his hollandaise, because when we were in Hilton Head, Ainsley ordered hollandaise multiple times, and her comment was every time, "This is good, but I'm spoiled because Dad makes the best
Not
hollandaise."
Dad. I am very loved. I appreciate that you guys enjoy my cooking.
Yeah, I think we're the lucky ones there, but.
So the next
yes.
thing I got here is I have a full glass of very nice French wine. You know why it's important to use French wine for this?
Why?
Because I'm drinking it. It's actually for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no wine going into this, is there?
No, I just put this in here for me.
Now, is this one of the bottles we got from Finley?
Market. Yeah, Finley Market. So if you're in the Cincinnati area,
Yeah.
Finley Market's a great place to go. There's lots of vegetable stands, bread stands, wine shops, cheese shops, so many
Yes.
options for local or international, in this
Yeah.
case, ingredients that you can have.
And there's a great wine store there that does tastings that will blow your mind, and very reasonably priced wines
Yes.
that are incredible tasting. We had a wonderful time there. We went with some family, and it ended up being a full day, didn't it?
It was absolutely a full day at the market. I mean,
Yes.
it doesn't get much better than that. A full day at the market.
It was wonderful. All right, are we ready to try?
I am putting a plate together here.
All right.
I got
You
a
have
little bit
forks
of-
out too and
I
everything.
do. I got a little bit of some homemade garlic bread that we made that I've cut up here, and all that is Italian bread that you can buy. Cut it up, little garlic butter, and bake it in the oven. You see how colorful this plate is. We have all those colored tomatoes, the greenery from the spinach, the
You can see
tortellini,
the
sausage, the steam coming off of it.
Coming off.
The best way to finish this off was some fresh grated or shredded Parmesan. So a microplane,
Yeah.
or if you have one of
Every kitchen should have a microplane.
should. These are nice to have.
Mhm.
Or if you don't, you got the old-fashioned wedge that has like the smaller side there to shred on. That works just as well.
Right.
And we're just gonna come over the top with a wedge of Parmesan. So much better than the stuff that you buy that's sitting in a jar or a
Yes.
container of some sort.
You're gonna get a lot more flavor out of
And you
this.
just
Yes.
make it snow with this delicious Parmesan cheese right over the top. And there we have it.
Oh, that looks beautiful.
A very nice plated dish. Family's gonna love it. Didn't use a lot of ingredients. You grab a fork there.
Bring that over here a little
Right.
bit.
I'm gonna grab a piece of sausage, a little bit of spinach on there. Ooh, one of these tomatoes.
I'm going straight tortellini and sausage here.
Try and get a little bit of everything on here. It's almost like a little skewer of goodness.
Oh
Look at
my god,
all that fresh deliciousness, one bite
that's amazing.
with the Parmesan cheese.
Mhm.
The vegetable broth brings a little more flavor into it.
Definitely does. It's a very fresh dish.
Perfectly seasoned, even though all I used was salt and pepper.
Mm-hmm.
There were no other herbs or anything else in there. Because you get the flavor from the Italian sausage,
Yes.
the vegetable stock, and the
Yes.
vegetables that you put in there.
Yeah. That's all the flavor you need. There's definitely there's a lot of fresh flavors in there. It's a wonderful summertime meal.
And there you have it. The Italian sausage and tortellini skillet.
Yes.
That's what we have for you today. So if you're out there on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. There's a lot of great food out there in the world. And whether you're out there trying to find it on the road or right here in your own kitchen, don't forget to be safe and stay hungry, everybody. Bye.